So.
Yep, we are live now.
Good luck, good luck.
Okie dokie. Have a good one.
Let's go. So.
Oh yeah.
So, microphone check 1 2 1 2. Here we go.
Here we go. We hear you.
Yeah,
no, we cannot hear. No,
it's
we
good
cannot hear
that
you.
you can hear me, but I don't know if the stream can hear me. We'll find out later. At some point.
So we are on time. Perfect. Yeah. Ost. Okay. Thank you for the full grid, guys and girl. Let's go. One shot quali.
I love one-shot qualities.
Do you? Let's talk in 5 minutes, Patrick.
Yes, that's why I said it. So you will see me on the back.
Thank the commentator for just having 15 drivers.
Nah, it's all good. It's perfect. It's very perfect.
So end station will be getting out of the pits first as usual.
One shot.
Yeah, but this time I'm not second behind HE. That's a good sign.
Find your gap.
One shot.
It's one shot, correct.
Are we out this lap?
Yeah. As long as you don't crash anyone, you can do whatever you like.
Good luck to everyone from Couch Racer.
Good luck.
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Couch.
He's a couch watcher today.
Yeah.
Looks like, yeah. Or maybe he's racing in another league. Who knows? Yep, and of course, Couch Racer, yeah, there's a queen in here as well. So not just the kings.
Ruler of the ring.
Yeah, ruler of the ring. That's good.
Bully, you're behind me. I give a little space, okay? So
Yeah.
just to the front cars.
Yep.
I don't want to make the same mistake like always.
Crash into him, come on.
No. My league I just finished up with, I had a problem with quality the whole day. Oh, there's a penalty. Damn it.
Oh!
No, okay.
No penalty, lucky.
So, I was having this problem with, I kept running into the slower guys, and they're blocking. And I was just like, it's quality. If you got a faster guy behind you, get out of the way.
Fair.
Not if you're on off lap.
Yeah. Well, we had, it was a 15-minute quality, so...
Right, here we go, on board. Let's go. And Couch Racing is complaining about the CTC car picks. Come on. Boo you. Awful, he said.
Overall,
No way.
Couch, or...
I don't know which cars. Some of them.
I don't know what this is, but the liveries of the McLaren drivers are not loaded for me.
Yeah. You're too late in the lobby. You need to live with standard liveries then.
Has that to do with how long you're in the lobby?
Sometimes if you join late, it had happened to me when I was broadcasting, so that when I was joining late, not all liveries loaded, so I had to leave the lobby and join again, and then it was good. But this is
Really?
it's not an option for you drivers to leave the lobby and re-enter.
I mean, you gotta live with the consequences.
Yeah. You can always complain afterwards, like, I was so distracted by those stock standard liveries.
Forever excuses.
Didn't feel right, yeah. The entire event, I don't know. So, the awful chicane now. hitting the rev limiter there.
I got a penalty, of course. yeah, the chicane.
So much for your qualifying.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
fuck.
it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it was only a 55-2 anyway, so...
So what are we expecting? 54s?
Yeah, I did
What?
not 54 last time, I think. So...
Okay.
But
what's happening
55-2,
here?
What the hell?
The pressure of the one-shot quali gets to those drivers.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, this is just
Fucking
unbelievable.
hell, yeah.
So yeah, you will have some fun commentating.
Still hooligan on pole position. What's happening? Goes.
Yeah, Welsh is coming. Welsh will come.
On the lap.
He's so fast here.
Oh, Welchie's still on the lap.
There's a car there.
River pole. Here we go.
Liverpool.
What the hell?
Come on, someone has to do a 55, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, Welchie looks
God.
like he's getting into the 55.
54.
Yeah, 55.
55-4.
I would be pole. What the hell? I hate
I
that
would
so
be,
much.
but not, you're not a
Would be,
pole.
could be, should be, but you took penalties.
Yes, exactly.
So.
That doesn't matter.
I mean,
If my
you
aunt has
know
a-
how it's like to start from the back in those events.
Yeah.
If my aunt has wheels, she would have been a bike.
Again from the back. Why?
So team photo, please. Yeah.
Jäger, you have to do commentation.
We will watch Patrick from the back. Yeah.
Good.
What?
Can you give me a minute?
So we have Welchie on pole, River on 2, Yash on 3. Come on, Yash, that's not...
Yeah,
Who
Yash
will
on
go?
P3 at 3 AM in the morning.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We do, yeah.
He will fall asleep anyways.
He's got his toothpicks ready.
Some duct tape for the eyelids.
The 3-minute stop will kill him. Or you if you hear us.
Just again to be sure in station. After 1 hour I can stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you wait for the timer to save minutes.
Yeah, that's just from one. I need to stay 1 hour out. That's okay.
And,
No.
and the correct timer.
You can pit earlier, but you can't do the 3 minutes
you need
that
to-
we call
The
it.
race won't be won in the first corner. Please take it easy.
Yeah.
It won't be. Yeah.
What, send it?
But I
No,
think it's
don't
always
send it.
1 hour still like, around that. So.
Yeah. Jäger will put in a message anyways
I will
in the
try.
chat. I will say it in the party chat here.
No,
Yeah,
that's
all,
fine.
all good.
I will just shout at you. Pit now, you plebs.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach Racer. I hope we can give you a decent show, everybody. So.
Yeah, of course.
So everyone is...
Yeah.
I am leaving the chat.
Oh, yeah. We are ahead of schedule or what? No.
Quite possibly, most likely.
Yeah, we're ahead of schedule.
A bit, yeah. Rose is left.
Change the track. Yes, please, the North Slide, please.
In 3 weeks, I guess, is
Yes.
round 3.
Long time.
So what?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have mirrors one left.
Everyone in chat, have a good race.
Have a good race.
Talk to you
Good luck with
afterwards.
commentary, Jaeger.
Thank you.
Don't mute yourself.
Bye. No. So they said I should mute myself again. Okay. We'll probably do that because I feel like something is in my throat again that wants to come out. So, yeah. Not going to die silently today. No, I will leave the mic open. And here we go. The race has started. 3 hours. King of the Ring, race 2. Again, the GP layout for the drivers today. So get those settings. We will have a rolling start here, heavy damage of course, and a mandatory 3-minute pit stop midway through the race. Those are the quick facts for this one. And yeah, you can see Group 3 machinery, and off we go. Well, she only shake your legs. Yeah. River with a good start here into T1. Let's see Yash covering the inside early. Hoodie P4. Then we have a gaggle of cars here with Gelf, Remy, Ghost. Side-by-side action between Remy and Ghost. Ghost taking the inside, but Remy can defend the inside through the AMG arena. No, not working. Ghost is past Vanessa in P8, running very wide here over the grass, but no damage here. Richie P9, oops, a bit of contact there. Yupe, EG, Patrick from the back in the Black Beauty AMG, Ost in the 650S, Roses and Magnum P15. So a close grid on this opening lap. Baltrini RSO1 dominated the first race 2 weeks ago, the 2-hour event, leading Rivers, staying with him for now. Also Yash in that 911. Then a little gap to Huli before with Gelf, the Emerald driver, right behind the TCR driver. Will we see an early move into the Vedol chicane? Let's see, no, Gelf staying behind. Ghost P6, Vanessa P8, Richie P8, Remy in 9th, followed by Yupe in that BRZ. Patrick up a few positions, nearly into the top 10 after lap 1. EGP12 in that Vortex Porsche 911, and we will see if we see something happening into the first chicane. No, I don't think so. So Patrick's still there. EG, Roses, Magnum and Ost all the way at the back, but still within slipstream range. So we'll bring up the corner names this time. So the current corner names. I will guide you through this hopefully this time correctly. So the hairpin has been renamed from Dunlop curve to the Goodyear hairpin. Running up to Michael Schumacher S. A little bit of gravel there, but nothing major. And the next right-hander is the Bilstein curve. And this kink is now called the Ed Van Ark. Alright, the Ed Van Ark. Through this one and into the Vedol chicane they go. No drama here, nearly a second the gap for Welchie, and the last turn is the Hyundai N corner on this track now. On to the start finish straight they go. So field is spreading out a little bit and heading into turn 1, the Yokohama S again. And now entering the AMG arena. So this is your Nürburgring GP course for you. Well, let's cycle through the field, shall we? River stay with Welchi. 1 second again. And yes, I think just on the edge of losing that slipstream. Cooley already dropped out of the slipstream, but still running in front of Gelf. Here, so Gelf unable to make his way past Cooley. For now, another AMG here, Vanessa. Under 1 second the gap here. Ghost in that lonely Supra in this field. I don't know if he regrets his car pick already. It didn't really perform that good 2 weeks ago. Let's see if the Supra works better or if it was just a pick for the Nordschleife, for the future events. Patrick entered the top 10 running P8 now. Got past Richie and then 3 seconds to EG here. No, the next bigger gap there because Rose is a bit deep there through the chicane, loses some momentum with Magnum looking for the run. AMG versus McLaren, so no. Magnum trying to use the slipstream, going for the inside line into T1. Let's see, Rose is braking a bit later, going for the wide run, still covers the inside line, entering the AMG arena. And Magnum, there was contact between Magnum and Roses, but nothing major, so we're still racing. We have Ost and Juppe really close behind. Jump on board with Juppe. See his perspective. The 3 cars ahead in this 4-way battle. Make it a 5-way battle. Remy also sticking with Juppe here. Into the Goodyear hairpin they go. Heavy braking downhill. Now through the Michael Schumacher S, a little lift probably. No, it's flat in the BRZ at least. And Ost looking down the inside there on Magnum. Side-by-side action. Around the outside, they're going side-by-side through Bildstein curve. And it's Juppe who says, thank you, we'll do that, so... Make it 3-1 into the chicane, right? Do we? No, shall we? No. Please not. Juppe backing out. Does he? Yeah, he's not going for that move, so Magnum stays ahead of Ost. And Juppe Remy now having a look down the inside. That Lexus, that green Lexus on Juppe. I think Lexus has the better acceleration here out of the turn. They will be running side by side. Remy is already past. Maybe Juppe can use the slipstream. Go for a dive. Very, very basic livery here from Juppe, yeah. His winter outfit, you're totally right. So the cars at the back are really going for it. Still 5 cars probably here in this battle for P12. 11 involved. At the front, Welchi and River. Not separated by much here after 5 laps. So that's a bit of a difference compared to the first race. So where Welchie broke away very early, opened up a gap, and was never to be seen again for the drivers in this race. So this time River is keeping him honest. 1 second the gap nearly, then roughly 2 seconds the gap to Yash, and Huli has to serve a penalty. This allows Vanessa and also Gelf probably to get past here. Let's wait for Patrick. He's going for a late move. Oh, he just squeezed through without any contact, so well played. Aggressive move, but he made it. And also goes now, so Huli a bit out of shape here. Lost 4 positions, if I counted correctly, on that lap after serving the penalty. So yeah, close field, then a penalty. You will lose a few positions there very easily. We'll have to wait and see what Patrick is able to do. Also, he needs to keep an eye on the gap to Welch here. Under 10 seconds, this is possible. Oh, there was a little tap there between Patrick and Gelf. Patrick is pushing, trying to use the inside line here. He does had a good run. Yeah, Patrick got a mission. So he has to, by the looks, if he wants to compete for a podium today. So River still staying with Welchie here after nearly 6 laps. That is nice to see. Also, interestingly, the RSO1, the way Welchie is driving it, is a bit better on fuel here for now. So I'm also driving that car in the CLR TC series, that RSO1, and if you want to get the best out of it, you have to rev it. But a little bit of short shifting is not too bad overall, so maybe it's exactly what Welchie is doing here at the moment. So now River is risking to lose the slipstream on that long start-finish straight. He gains back a few tenths though. Gained 2 tenths after coming out of the final corner, the Hyundai N corner. Oh, so 1 second around the gap. Yash still consistent lap times. Oh, a bit wide here. AMG Arena section. Dirty tires? Question mark. At least no penalty. Vanessa now feeling the pressure. Patrick is coming. He's coming, so he's 55s here, and with battling 56s. And Vanessa also got a 55 last time around. So she found her rhythm now, I think. We'll see how hard it will be for Patrick to get past the fellow AMG driver here. Purple sector for Patrick. Let's get on board. Gaining a little bit now through Bielstein. Gained another 10th on the exit, loses a little bit, but is in the slipstream. Running up through the Ed Van Ark into the Vedol chicane. Better line through the chicane, definitely, so probably got held up a little bit by Vanessa's line. Now needs to have a good run out of the final turn. Was a good exit, but will it be enough to go for a move into the Yokohama S? That's the question. He's a bit too far behind. Don't think he can go forward, and he does. he did. Didn't expect that move, to be honest, but okay, we will watch it again. So I thought Vanessa was safe, but she left that door open, didn't take... she backed out and saw that Patrick was there. Maybe a smart idea to just let Patrick drive then. So, still under 10 seconds the gap to Welchie. Oh, River, 3 seconds the gap now to Welchie, so something must have happened to River. With Yash now being right behind the German driver. Very wide on the entry of the Michael Schumacher S, that kept that speed up. 7/10 still the gap. And 5 seconds to Patrick. We will see how fast that gap is coming down. Vanessa dropped already a second or so. Gelf and Ghost, I think they were running close for a couple of laps on the first round here as well. And Richie, who had a better opening stint 2 weeks ago, the first round. We'll see if he can find his rhythm, his pace. EG in P9. Here, just staying with Richie here then. Then it's Huli in P10. Ost seems to be a kind of slow starter to those races. We saw him picking up the pace on the first race. The further he went down the event, so expect him to move up a few positions here. Remy and Magnum with the move down the inside the AMG arena, getting past the Lexus driver. Juppe in that white BRZ, still close to Remy and Magnum, and that shiny pink purple Race Asylum AMG driven by Roses. 6 seconds the gap, so lap 6 2:08, so something must have happened here with Roses. Under 3 seconds the gap. Well, she was a bit slow here. Let's see his lap time. Don't think this will be a 55. 56 probably had to serve a penalty. 2.2 seconds the gap. Yash with the penalty, and Patrick, fastest lap of the race so far, first one, breaking into the 54s. Nearly 20 minutes in, so now we see those gaps now forming. Gulf Ghost and Richie. This could end up in a three-way battle for P6. Also we see the red and black Vortex Porsche there from and Station Gaming in P9. 2 seconds the gap, so a little mistake, and he's also up with them. So 1.2 seconds a gap for Richie. Needs to find 1 to 2 tenths to be really close and get that slipstream assist there. And I think now he has an okay run here through the Michael Schumacher S. or not the one he would have liked, probably lost 2/10 again. It's okay, not the best run, 1.5 seconds the gap. And Gelf just 2 seconds behind Vanessa, so P5, 6, 7, 8, 9, still not separated by that much. And we have Patrick with another fastest lap, 54.7, 6 seconds the gap now to Welch, so he gains on the leader. He also gains on P3. I think we will stay with Yash here. See how fast Patrick is approaching, sketching. Oh, not sure. Maybe Welch is starting to fuel save, so he's not really running away. 5 seconds, so bit surprised. You see that gap? Remy somehow has his indicators still on. Oh, you see Patrick gain the 10th there, coming through the Michael Schumacher is a bit wide now for Patrick. Let's see if he can keep it tight. And wide for Yash also. Patrick followed his line here, so nothing gained here. I think into the chicane he gains. Oh, aggressive there, nearly lost the rear end, cost him a few tenths again. Also not gaining on Welchie on this lap. Let's see, Welchie's lap time 56 dead compared to a 55.9. Okay, yeah, so again twitchy rear end here for Yash in P3, running very wide here. This might be the opportunity for Patrick to get closer. Downhill they go now. 0.7, yeah. Good run. Tight line there through the Goodyear hairpin. Gained another 10th. I was fully committed through the Michael Schumacher. Now half a second and still gaining, so could see a run into the Bedol chicane. Needs to nail that exit out of Bielstein curve through the Advan arc. No, not close enough to go for a move here, but close in that gap now. Trying to keep it stable through the chicane. Yeah, that's looking good. Final turn. Hyundai N corner. Patrick taking the inside line early. And just leaving the gap here. He has the inside line 41 for the Yokohama S. Steady, and he stays ahead. So P3 up to the podium position for Patrick. It is. Yash down to P4. Vanessa keeping the gap to Gelf around those 2 seconds, while Gap has increased the gap over Ghost 3 seconds now. Richie also couldn't get closer to Ghost himself, but EG gained a little bit on Richie Ost now. P10 slowly creeping up the order. Hooley in P11 running a little bit in no man's land. Magnum now got past Remy and gapped him by nearly 8 seconds. Oh, Remy has damage on his front. Roses and Yupe probably pitted. Probably with damage. Otherwise, don't think an early pit stop is the way to go here. And look who is back. It's River. Closed that gap on Welchie after he had 2 server penalty and lose contact, but now he's right back with Welchie. So I'm pretty sure Welchie is doing some kind of tire saving and fuel saving here. It's not pushing 100% for now, at least. Fuel definitely looking better here on that Renault. Also a bit confused by the gaps that are showing. Not correct. I don't think these are 2 seconds. So between Yash and Patrick, this is barely a second. So something is a bit off here on my timing screen. We can clearly see that this is less than 2 seconds, the gap. We'll hope this fixes itself after they cross the line the next time around. If the deltas are correct for Patrick, then the gap is under 6 seconds to the leader. It still gives him the chance to go for the overall victory, I guess. Oh, let's wait for the gaps. Yeah, 1.2 seconds now, looking better. So yeah, under 5 seconds the gap. River right behind Welchie. That's, I think, a great stint for River here. Oops! Nearly the Jaeger curse happened. Getting very loose here, coming out of the AMG arena. But a good catch and still stays within the slipstream range, round about that 1 second gap to Welchie. Heading down into the Goodyear hairpin. Oh, and there was another mistake. See if we can catch that one more time here. I think River lost it there. Oh, got a bit of understeer, oversteer, and then hit that barrier. Unlucky. Also damage for River, so I knew it would happen at some time. So sorry, River, for cursing you there. So yeah, just when I was praising his stint, 2 mistakes happened and the second one resulted into damage. But I'm pretty sure he tries to stay out as long as possible. see how far he can get with the penalty. So, Welchie, 4.7 seconds to gap to Patrick. Patrick is still pushing. Yeah, we see the difference here on fuel. Welchie is, I don't know, maybe roughly 70%, and Patrick 60% left. It's quite some margin, and the refuel rate is not that fast, if I'm not mistaken, so probably saving a little bit of fuel will help you in the overall scheme. So River in P3 and Yash now right behind should have the advantage. Oh, nearly went into the back of River there. So, will Yash get the run? Uphill now into the chicane. I don't think so, but he should close that gap and then be ready to go for a move on the start-finish straight. Getting closer now. A good final turn and right behind River here, 0.5. How much time does River lose with his damaged car on the straight? 2/10, probably not enough for Yash to go for the overtake. Okay, interesting. So Vanessa with a nice gap in P5. Here Ghost is past Gelf in the meantime and changed a little bit. I just saw two cars very close. Richie and Ost, two McLaren 650S's. Here, P9 and P10. Oh, go back to River and Yash. See if Yash can go for a move at some point here. So, I think River's doing a good job here with the front bumper and suspension damage. Keeping Yash behind. Patrick 4 seconds the gap now to Welchie. So they will probably just try to go over the 60-minute mark, so then the mandatory 3-minute pit stop window is open, and then they will do 55-minute stints again till the end. We will see when we get closer to that pit stop window. Okay, River trying to break the toe here. As the gap, we'll go with oh, Richie mowing and cutting some grass here. Loses another position there to Ost, the fellow McLaren driver. So Richie P10 now, and use the opportunity to cycle through the rest of the grid. Hooley in P11, Magnum in P12. Bigger gaps there to the drivers. Roses in 13th. 40 seconds to Remy, who pitted, and another 27 seconds to Juppe. So Juppe, did Juppe pit again? Oh, he already got lapped now by Welchie. Not the best race for our Finnish Mr. 110%. So now, well, she seems to be picking up the pace a little bit. 4.5 seconds, the gap now. Oh, and this is now getting close between River and Yesh. 0.3. Will it be close enough to go for a move into the middle chicane? No, it's not. But this could be the run. No. Very close now. Oh, River left that door open for Yash, who can take the inside line now. Heading into T1, the Yokohama is late on the brakes and making the move stick. Alright, so a bit surprised that River left that door open. So there was a gap between River's car and the pit wall. And Yash said, "Thank you, sir, I'll take that." And then covered the inside. Forced River here to go deeper into that corner to avoid contact. So Yash now in P3, River P4, but maybe that's not too bad. So River can use Yash then with his damage still to do some good lap times. So as long as he can stay in the tow, it should help him with doing those 56s, I guess. Yeah. So Vanessa still on her own here, lapping in P5. Look at that, Ghost and Galf. We saw like a 3-second gap, now it's under 1 second again. So what happened here? Galf with a good lap here, looking for a mid to low 55 with that slip. See, no, that chicane is too slow. Don't think he will get a personal best. Had to be careful, I think, to not run into Ghost. Still has a nice gap to Ghost now. Coming on to the straight. Will it be enough though? Not for T1 at least. But getting a good run out of T1. Now looking for the inside line here into the AMG arena. Ghost not looking up that inside line at Apex, but now has to run. Still covers the racing line here to not let Gov pass that easily. Definitely with some defensive lines here. Also see two cars being close in the background. End station and P9. We will stay with this one. No. So through the Michael Schumacher as that Supra should still be quicker. The uphill section. So yeah, Galf losing a little bit of time in that AMG. On the braking. We'll close that gap again. So coming through Bielstein curve. This looks like a very, very good run for the AMG driver for Galf now. Ghost not defending the inside line, trusting the power of his Supra. Yeah, he will stay ahead. Galf is looking, no, Galf is now past. Will he make that chicane? Yes, he does. Great move here from the MRL driver. We will watch that one more time from the replay. think he was just committed enough to go for that move. But well played from both sides here. And EG and Ost. This was the battle I spotted in the distance. Ost now into his groove after his slow start, the first 4 to 5 laps. Now he's putting on some pressure on the Austrian driver. A good run, but that Porsche is still very good on acceleration, on traction, and EG knows how to make a car very wide. Downhill they go. Can Ost stay close with that system through the Michael Schumacher's? A little lift there, another lift, but yeah, he is close. He might be going for a move. Semi-defensive driving there for a station. That's what I meant with making the car wide. And here, can Ost get the run? No. Through the Advan arc they go. 0.1, no end station. Defending Ost, backing out for now. Focus on the chicane. No, messed up that chicane a little bit. Loses some tenth to the Austrian driver again. We'll come back to that battle a bit later. Have a look what's happening at the top with Welchi 3.6. So last time it was 4.5. Patrick is gaining. Using more tires and more fuel. Yash now comfortable gap to River, who still running with his damaged car in P4. Vanessa starting to feel the pressure again. Gelf and Ghost. They are catching both, and now Ghost down the inside. Goodyear hairpin, side by side they go, and Station hangs it around the outside just for now. But I don't think Ost will let another opportunity fly past here. It was a good one to make that overtake, and Station left the door open a little bit. Ost wasn't fully committed, but he might be going for an attempt into T1. Let's see, this time chicane. Again, Ost struggling a little bit there to keep up with the Porsche. 0.6, 0.5, 0.7 now after the final turn. That's not close enough to go for a move. But Gelf now is really close to Vanessa. 0.5. Two AMGs through the AMG arena. Vanessa with a good run here on the exit. Downhill once again. Bit deep there for Gelf, but stay within that half a second. Should give him a good run now. Oh. Bit twitchy through the Michael Schumacher S. Still keeping that gap close. Uphill they go, braking at the 100 board, through the chicane, a bit of a wiggle there for Vanessa. This should give Gelf the run. Vanessa covered the inside line, now Gelf should have the run. No, it was hard defensive driving there. Go to the external camera view, I think. Oh, Vanessa going defensive. Gelf around the outside. He makes that move stick, I guess. No, they're touching. He has the inside line for that arena. Oh, Vanessa just stays ahead. So, elbows out, I guess. Ost made his way past end station. See on the position tower thingy on the left hand side. It was a valid attempt. Oh, end station and Ost. End station not trying to send it. No, it's not happening. So, two battles here at the same time. Owen Gelf with a penalty, that's unlucky. Probably a bit too wide through the Michael Schumacher S. They're crossing the white line, so see what's Ost also had a good run. The second to end station now. And here's also Richie, last driver in the top 10. I'm getting closer. So McLaren, Porsche, McLaren, Toyota, AMG, Porsche, AMG, and Renault, and whoa, 1.5 seconds now that gap. All right, watch out. So Patrick closed that gap. So well, she started on pole. Patrick got a penalty during qualifying, started last, so from 15th to P2 now, and I think the biggest gap was around about 10 seconds to the leader. Now it's just 1 second, so a great stint for Patrick here, getting close this time to Welchie, and we should have an interesting battle for P1 here now. So Welchie's still having like 50%, whilst Patrick around 40-ish. So fuel advantage still on Welchie's side. We can clearly see Patrick is pushing. I think he wants to get into the lead during this race. Half a second now, nearly the gap. And we see lap car just at, oh, very, very nice here. Remy great sportsmanship. They're getting out of the way, not interfering with this battle for the lead. Missed the entry a little bit. Still corrected it. 0.7 again. And I think Patrick will get closer when they approach the Vedol chicane. Oh well, she had a penalty. That means we have a new race leader. It's Patrick. Getting into the lead now, Welchie with a got slowed down massively here. Oh, and out of shape through that chicane again. So maybe now that RSO1 is getting sketchy on those tires. See, so 2 seconds behind Patrick now. So this was not a really good lap for Welchie. We'll see. So that AMG is looking very strong on the tires again. Welchie 2 seconds, then Remy Yesh in P3. Sorry, Remy was the green Lexus there being lapped. River still running with that damage in P4. We have Vanessa and Gelf, the 1.6 seconds gap. Gelf couldn't get past Vanessa in the meantime. Ghost under pressure. Austin, as I've predicted earlier, will make up some places during this race, and now I think he has the tire advantage here. Yeah, a significant difference here compared to Ghost in the Supra. Okay, Ghost covering the inside line, maybe Ost looking for the run out of the hairpin, going side by side, but Ghost should have the inside line for the run. A bit compromised though. Supra is fast enough to stay ahead for now. Running wide here again. Forcing Ost to take some weak lines, but now Ost with a good run, and also End Station Gaming. Will they make it 3 wide? Let's see, End Station Gaming trying to use the slipstream of Ghost, give it a little nudge. They're going side by side through the chicane. Austin is giving a little bit of contact. We will watch that again. And Richie saying thank you. We will have a look what happened here. So there was, I think, a little bit of contact between End Station and Ghost there through the chicane. So they touched here. And then unsettled the car a little bit, and Richie with a good run back to the live action. I think the cars were still running really close here on this one, so End Station stayed ahead of Richie and just behind Ghost. So P6, 7, 8, 9, really close. River now pitted, repaired the damage. We'll stay here with Richie, closing in on EG and also Ghost. Ooh. Close racing now, while we are approaching the 1 hour mark of this 3 hour race. Well, End Station running wide here onto the gravel. Can Richie take advantage? Richie looking around us. We have a yellow flag. Oh! was this? This was Gelf. Holy. And Ost got collected. So, we'll see what happened here. Gelf loses it on the exit of the Michael Schumacher is, and then unlucky rejoin there with Ost collecting Gelf there. That's a big one. Ost won't be happy with that. I can guarantee you that. So that spin was unlucky for Gelf, but then I don't know, rejoin on the racing line could have been handled better, in my opinion. So Ost now pitting a repair for the damage here. Ost Ritchie, so this probably a big brown pants moment there for those three drivers that were really close here as well. Ritchie end station, and yeah, Ost was the unlucky one in this one. But yeah, neither EG nor Ritchie have caught any damage for this one. And UPEC quit the race. Down to 14 drivers for this one. So Patrick, 3 seconds the gap to Welchie. Yash, another 3.5 seconds behind. So then a big gap to Vanessa. Podium positions now seem to be settled. Vanessa in P4, also a nice gap to Ghost, who is still facing the pressure. Ritchie and end station gaming. Ritchie with a very good run here, actually, out of Wheelstein Curve through the Advan Arc, heading up to the Vadol chicane. I lost a little bit there because of the Supra's straight line power, but then through the chicane he gained massively again, 0.3 the second. I don't think the McLaren will be fast enough down this straight. Well, we will see. Maybe a little bit of slipstream can help. Ritchie here goes not defending the inside line. Ritchie looking for that inside move into T1, into the Yokohama. Side by side they go. Ritchie taking, still not made that move. Now I think, yeah, should be ahead, heading into AMG Arena. So one more time, we have a look at this maneuver. Using the slip inside line, Yokohama is late on the brakes, making Ghost to use the wide line and then cutting back just ahead of Ghost to get that P5 for now. Ghost P6 and Station Gaming P7. That's not a big gap. Here's still P5, 6, 7, really close. Goes again with a good run through the Michael Schumacher S. That Supra power is still in that car. It got nerfed a little bit on BOP, the latest update in the game. It's still a fast car, no doubt about that. Also lost a little bit of weight, so should have the car on tire wear. So now a Supra having the slipstream. We'll see how much we'll gain. Not too much, in fact. Probably has to defend from end station here. Heading into T1. But Porsche traction showing us once again how good that car is. Gaining on Ghost. Jump back to the lead. So 2.4 seconds the gap. Now between Patrick and Welchie. Patrick definitely needs to put in some more fuel compared to Welchie, so Welchie might jump Patrick during the pit stop. We'll see, and now I need to have an eye on the clock here. So just need to remind them that we have this thing now in place. So Vanessa, first driver to pit. Let's see if they go for the mandatory 3-minute stop or just do a quick stop, a regular stop. So it will be a 2-stop race by the looks. Okay, not going for the mandatory stop here, refueling. So we will keep with the leaders. Gap has come down to 2 seconds. I could see Patrick pitting this lap. Tires, they don't look that good anymore. Now he was driving very aggressive to get to the front, of course. So I think also we have a high time progression here throughout this race, so at some point we will be approaching darkness as well, so this could also help tires then last longer, cooler temperatures. And here we go, Patrick into the pits. Welchie also following the leader, so what are they going to do? Do a shorter stint now and do the 3 minutes, or go for the 3-minute mandatory pit stop now? We will see. Okay, Patrick seems to be waiting. Welchie not. He's changing tires. Yash also seems to be waiting in here. So okay, Welchie going for that later break. So next drivers into the pits. Ghost. So yeah, Patrick and Yash are waiting. Where's Ghost? No, come on, game. Ghost changing tires, also going for the later mandatory break then it is. So Welchie stayed ahead of Richie at end station after doing his pit stop. But I think that is nice to see, for if you are Welchie, of course. Let's actually see. So Richie could do a 1-stopper here. So he could probably, could he do another 25 minutes? I don't think so, no. I don't think so 25 minutes will be possible, but hey, I was wrong earlier on other occasions, so we will find out, I guess. And station with the penalty here, River. He had a pit stop outside of that window. So we'll definitely need to pit again. Vanessa in P5. Hooli hasn't pitted yet. Ghost pitted, but not for the 3 minutes. Magnum in P8 still running on his soft tires. Gelf repaired the damage in the pits here. Remy in P10. Ost is now also doing his pit stop break. Yep. And here is Roses. Did Roses just do the 3-minute break? Could have been close to it. We'll see. So he was in the pits on lap 31, now lap 32. Yeah, probably is already 4 minutes, so looks like Roses is the first driver to complete the 3 minutes. Patrick and Yash now getting their cars ready to be back on the track here. So Roses coming around the Hyundai N corner, crosses the line, and yeah, that was definitely so. Patrick on his outlap, followed by Yash here. So Yash gained on Patrick because of the fuel. So Patrick used more fuel than Yash, the Porsche driver. So that's why the gap is closer again, 2 seconds. I hope this is the only reason and not that Yash jumped the 3 minutes or Patrick was too slow and sat longer in the pits than necessary. We'll see. Alright. So Hooli doing the mandatory 3 minutes. Ost on the outlap after his stop. Oh, let's see. Welchie pitted once, but not for 3 minutes. Leading. Richie still running on those softs. And Station's tires are not that good anymore by the graphics here, so maybe a pit stop is near for the Austrian driver. Okay, going round for one more time at least. River in P4, the best AMG driver so far. If we, yeah, basically Patrick is the best AMG driver because he already did his 3 minutes, but currently River. So River, they also need to pit and do their mandatory 3 minutes at some point. Same goes for Vanessa, pitted, but not for 3 minutes. also goes pitted, running a shorter stint now, and then do the 3 minutes by the end of that stint. Magnum in P7 also running on his start tires and on fuel, so they might be looking at a one stop, Ritchie and Magnum. Gelf in P8 after the damage and the incident, the crash we saw. And Remy in P9. And we have Patrick and Yash both completed their 3-minute break during the pit stop already. Oh, and Magnum just went deep there into the Goodyear hairpin. This costs Yash a little bit of time here. Flashing his lights. Oh, misunderstanding here between Magnum and Yash. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Hooley, he didn't change tires. Probably it was a mistake. Don't think it's a good idea to use those worn softs for this stint, but hey, I'm not racing, so I don't know what's happening here. So definitely Roses gained on Hooley here, just 5/10 behind, and with fresh tires this will be easy pickings probably for the Race Asylum driver here in that 347 car. The Purple Beast, and here we go, easy pass, looking down the insides. Hooley's struggling with the tires here, also he indicated. Yeah, and this is the leader, Welchie. Blue flags. Six seconds the gap to Ritchie, who is still lapping. Round about 50% tire wear and fuel. So he could go to round about that 90 minutes mark and just do the one stop. Alright, that's maybe smart thinking here. I don't know, we'll see. This strategy pays out. What's the gap between River and EG? 6 seconds, and Vanessa. So EG seems to be struggling now with the tires, sliding everywhere. I had a 2-minute 09 lap time, so on lap 37, so an off track, pretty sure that's so. Oh, Vanessa with a 1 second penalty. Well, we still should get past EG here very easily. The tire advantage is just too big in my opinion. And slowly but steady we will see the sun going down, so a nice sunset, and then we will be approaching evening and probably also a little bit of darkness for this one. Oh, Vanessa with the run. She has to serve the penalty. Wants to get past here, of course, but EG's white Porsche it's not easy to make a move. Vanessa with a run, but now getting slowed down, painfully slowed down. In that case, Richie losing time to Welch, you know, can push on lower fuel and fresh soft tires compared to Richie with worn tires. Here, River in P3. EG 1.5 seconds the gap to Vanessa. Then we have Ghost in P6. Magnum also going for the one-stop strategy by the looks. Gelf catching though. Remy, a bit of a lonely race. He still some blue flags for the driver, and Patrick 2 minute 40. So I think it was 2 minute 42. Yellow flag here. I'll just press the marker here to see what happens. Someone is facing the wrong way. That's a McLaren, right? It's Ost. Ost spun. So what happened to Ost? Oh! Exit of the AMG arena. Lucky he got no damage here, but now dropped back down the order into 14th position. He needs to regroup. So the question is, can Richie do another 12-13 minutes on these tires? Probably. Also on fuel. So here we go. Here's your one-stopper number 1 for this race. And Magnum, his brother, is going to be no-stopper number 2. Planned one-stopper number 2, of course, for this one. See. Vanessa is past end station gaming now. Is EG also trying to go for the one stop here? Could be, but those tires looking bad. Goes to no man's land. Gelf is past Magnum, who is also nursing his car on this stint. And then, yeah, so Patrick is gaining. So when I was interrupted with the yellow flag, so the gap was, I think, 2 minutes 42 after the pit stop. Now 2 minutes 39, so it could get close after the second pit stop between Patrick and Welchie. Welchie had the fuel advantage over Patrick though. And Yash now nearly 10 seconds behind Patrick. Roses and Hooley, P12, P13, and I don't know, as Ost retired the car. I think he already did the 3 minutes. So maybe the incident had to do something with his wheel or so, or pedals. Not sure. Looks like that car is retired by the looks. Quick look. If I see something. No, so don't see any message at the moment. Oh, Welch getting closer to that fastest lap of the race. 54.8 now. Pushing a bit more on that second stint. Richie is still in P2, so 9 minutes to go until the pit stop. River, they are running comfortably in P3 for now. River and Vanessa both have to do the 3-minute stop. Same goes for Richie and Welchie, of course. And station now low on fuel. And I think especially the rear left tire is going to be a problem for end station. Ghost is catching, definitely. And here comes Patrick. But Patrick being a lap down or so. But quicker. So Gelf in no man's land. Same goes for Magnum. Now also tires not in the best shape anymore here. Definitely. Remy in P9. But I think they also need, yeah, they definitely need to do the 3-minute pit stop. Patrick now right behind Ghost. There should be an easy pass for Patrick. Coming through Bielstein. Running up the hill now into the Vedol chicane. I think Ghost will just lift off now. No, doesn't. Yeah, that's because it's not blue flags. So in theory it's blue flags, but Patrick has to work his way past Ghost, even if they're not fighting for the same position. I know it's a bit annoying, but with that 3-minute pit stop, you are down a couple of positions. Patrick with the late dive attempt now with the better traction out of the Yokohama ST1 and round the outside. He goes up a position, so this was a nice move here. We will watch it again. At the inside line for T1, and then good grip around the outside, keeping it on track. I think, let's see, no, not a penalty, and purple. That slipstream definitely helped Patrick here. Didn't lose too much time here with that overtake. The records will be still close between Patrick and Welchie after the second pit stop. Have a look at End Station Gaming here. 5 minutes to go. Vanessa pitting now. Oh, she has damage. That's unlucky, I guess. So what's the idea now? Doing the 3 minutes break and trying to go to the end afterwards. See, yeah, looks like now the 3 minute break is on for Vanessa. End station is running low on fuel and tires. Probably needs to do 2 more laps to be able to make it till the end. Gap between Welchie and Ritchie now 18 seconds, so Ritchie now probably down by a pit stop, so yes, still think he gained a little bit so far with this strategy, but yet we will see probably in the final 15 minutes of this race what strategy was the better one, the 2-stop or the 1-stop. So different strategies here between Ritchie and River. End station could probably do another lap on fuel just about. Yeah, he's going for that extra lap. Should be probably just or be on target here for this one. To also do the 1-stop. Ghost and Gulf both also need to do their 3-minute break, pit stop. Magnum also trying the 1-stop strategy here. Could do probably an extra lap here as well. And Patrick is still doing quick lap times here. 2 minute 39, 2 minute 40 the gap to Welchie, so yeah. Welchie with the fastest lap of the race, 54.6. Just realized that, so gone a bit quicker than Patrick. It's like the duel in the distance between those two drivers also. A different Patrick with the 3-minute break early, Welchie with the late 3-minute break. Patrick behind EG. EG who is suffering, now nursing his car back to the pit, so I think Patrick will fly past now. No, the gap is too big. This should be EG's in lap. Don't think he can do another lap on fuel. Judging his instruments, and yep, here we go. End station into the pits. Patrick goes around the outside, lost another second there to Welchie though. Welchie flying at the moment. So he was looking after fuel and tires on the first stint, now he knows the second stint is his push stint. Less fuel, lighter car. Also probably temperatures are getting down, so I'd call it now a very smart strategy by the looks. And we are basically halfway through this race now. Will we see Ritchie pitting this lap as well? I would assume. So probably doesn't make any sense to go longer. Even if he could do another lap, might be tight on fuel, but tires are looking okay. So, but he's probably split that race into halves, and with that 3-minute pit, we can actually put in a little bit of less fuel for his second stint. So, yeah, that's my assumption. And here we go into the pits. So River up a position with that one. For now, P2, Ghost, P3, and also Magnum now pitting. So 30 minutes until the pit window closes for the mandatory 3 minutes. Next one, Gelf, who will gain a position. Coming around the final turn. So Welch needs to do the 3 minutes break. River, Ghost, and Gelf as well. Richie currently serving this break. Remy needs to do the 3 minutes. Patrick already did it. P7, same goes for Yash. End station sitting here doing his break, coming closer now. Magnum as well. Roses, they did the 3 minutes. Hooli as well, and yeah, Ost retired the car. So where's End Station Gaming coming out of the pits in his out lap? Did his 3 minutes stop and now refuel to the max, fresh set of tires, and goes to the end. So was still wondering about Hooli. So yeah, they forgot about to change the tires on one of their stints. So now with some fresh rubber in it. Where's Richie? Richie now probably 30 seconds until he can leave the pits. We'll see, probably will be close with Vanessa. Vanessa coming round Bilstein curve through the Advan arc. I think now start. Yeah, pit crew will start working now through the chicane. It is for Vanessa, so. Vanessa did her stop. Richie's still refueling, so Vanessa will jump Richie here. What's the gap then? Richie now being released. That's not much. 3 seconds probably. Okay, so we have probably a nice little battle here for position between Vanessa and Richie. End station crossing the line. Let's see the gap to Richie. Should be around about 20 seconds. So I see 25. And Roses is closer to end station than before, I think. Welchie will probably stop just before the 2 hour mark. River can decide probably to stop within the next 20 minutes as well. Same goes for Ghost and Gelf. Patrick now losing time again to Welchie, so this will be a very close one between Patrick and Welchie after their second pit stop. The gap between Yash and Vanessa, 37 seconds, so Yash should be safe. Vanessa with a great lap here, opening up the gap to Richie early. Was 3 seconds now, 4.3 seconds, so probably those tires need a little bit of time to get the heat into it and be fully up to grip. And let's just see the other gaps. End station to Roses 5.5, Hooli and Magnum. A pit stop separates those two cars here. Well, let's compare Welchie and Patrick, shall we? So Welchie couldn't get into the 54s last couple of laps, but still doing mid 55s, a high 55 last time round. And Patrick, a faster lap this time, but a struggle there with 55 or 56. So maybe a little bit of traffic there involved for Patrick. So they're, I think, pretty much on par, Welchie and Patrick here for this one. It would be awesome to see to have a close battle for the last hour between those two drivers for this race. Then River consistent lap times here for the German driver in the Bielstein AMG car. Could see him fighting for the final podium position with Yash there. Not sure about the Ghost here, so he's definitely found some pace in his second stint compared to the first one, where he was struggling a little bit from what I could see. So now he's 55s, low 56s. That's strong pace, I think. Same goes for Galf here. Oh, Vanessa left the room. That's unlucky. Not sure what happened here. So we lost another driver, unfortunately. That's the third driver with Yupe and Vanessa out of lobby and us retiring the car. But yeah, we were with Galf here and see the lap times. At 1:58, probably traffic. 57, that's 1 second off his usual pace. Look at how close the race for the fastest lap of this event is. 54.6.2, 55.6.0. That's really close between Patrick and Welchie. little bit of up and down for Remy here as well, so some 2-minute lap times. But then good to see him lapping 158s. Should keep up on that progress. Yes, a bit of a lonely race for the Indian driver for now. So still think he's fighting for P3 with River after the second pit stop. So Richie in P8 after Vanessa left the room. Also a big gap to the driver ahead. That's a pit stop, but we have to remember Richie doesn't want to pit anymore for this race, so he's on a one-stop strategy, and Yash and P7, they need to pit. So pit stop around 20 seconds, then you have to take into account refueling and changing tires, so I don't know, maybe 35 up to 40 seconds. Could be close actually. We will see. End station also trying to go till the end. Roses, they did their 3 minutes, but they won't get till the end on fuel, I can tell you that. Here, definitely. Fully 3 seconds ahead of Moto, both pitted. Magnum there, a little bit of gravel on the exit. Jump back to Patrick, 2 minutes 39, so this would probably just get him past Welsh again after the second pit stop. 55.0, again good lap times. Oh, Vanessa probably had a disconnect, that is unfortunate, so she rejoined the lobby again, but unfortunately those things happen. So Welsh doing now mid 55s on average, a bit slower than Patrick. And 17 minutes to go until the end of the mandatory pit stop window. This goes for Welshie, River, Ghost and Gelf, so the top 4 need to do their 3-minute break. So no real close battle on track from what I could tell at the moment. Remy needs to pit as well. That is so unfortunate, Vanessa. So you had quite a good chance probably to fight for the podium as well. So that's, I said earlier, unlucky with the disconnect. And here we go, River now pitting, so he will do the 3 minutes now. Oh, he has received some damage, okay. So he had a little bit of time to play to do that pit stop, but yeah, we see damage, front arrow, so that's now the 3 minutes for River. So we have Ghost now running in P2 for the moment. until they will need to pit and do. You hit the pit wall. Ouch. This doesn't help, right? Hitting the pit wall. You got any damage from that? Well, Patrick gained another second on Welchie. Oh, it killed your strategy then. Oh. So, a big F then. Still, I think you would be in there with Richie and probably Yash there to battle it out for P3. Still think this could be close. So Richie's going to the end with the one stop. Yash needs to pit. No, that's correct. Now it doesn't matter. Could have, would have, should have. Yeah, all those things. 2:38. Oh yeah, Welchie. 14 minutes to go. It looks like 7 laps then probably until the pit stop for Welchie. Nearly a minute to go though. Another 25 to Gelf. So yeah, River waiting for the timer to run faster. Alright, enjoy your sleep then. Let's see how close Richie will get to River. So River's still waiting. Remy is par. Oh, Remy is still due to do the pit stop. Okay. I think now the pit crew starts working. 3 minutes and 7 seconds. A little bit of fuel, fixing the damage. So I think could stay ahead of Richie here. No, Richie jumped River, but just by a few seconds here. Look at that. That's 4 to 5 seconds the gap. Alright, and River can push. Richie needs to look a little bit after his tires. Cannot push till the end, so this could be also interesting and a nice one between Richie and River now. And River was close to Yash in P6, so when Yash pits, we could see a 3-way battle for position between Yash, Richie and River. This would be awesome to see. Let's see the gap, 2 minutes 37, so Welchie is losing a few tenths every lap. That's yeah, will be close after the pit stop. Can't wait for those few minutes to pass until we see those pit stops eventually happening. So yeah, 2:38, 2:37, so jumping between these gaps. I think Patrick knows exactly what he needs to do if he wants to be close to Welchie. So keeping the gap around this 2 minute 37, 38. Yes, now behind Remy, but Remy still needs to do the 3 minute pit stop, so it's not really fighting for position at the moment. Yash with the penalty, 0.5. I increased the lead on Richie, so 46 seconds. So that's good for the Indian driver, I guess, to increase that gap. 10 minutes for Yash here as well to head into the pits and do the 3 minutes pit stop. Richie and River 3.6, 3.5, so River gained a little bit on Richie here. Yeah. Look at that, Richie had a 1 minute 57 on lap 54. That cost him, 1.5 seconds by the looks. What happened to Welchie here? Welchie is really slow. A bit confused, so he has to do emergency fuel saving. Or what's happening? Gelf now heading into the pits with damage. So, but it's all good. It's inside the pit window for Gelf to do the 3 minutes. And Welchie now pitting. Alright, so that second short stint pushing towards the end, it didn't really work, I guess. So Gelf doing the 3 minutes, Welchie now doing the 3 minutes as well. Where's Ghost? Will inherit the lead then at some point. So yeah, Welchie waiting. Here's Ghost. Unless Ghost is also pitting this lap. I think he should be good still to do another lap at least. Yep. So Patrick Patrick should be ahead of Welchie after the pit stop, but Patrick also needs to do another pit stop because he can't get to the end on fuel. Yash needs to do the 3 minute break very soon here as well. Remy now into the pits doing his break. Yep, nice. So we are just missing Ghost, Patrick and Ghost to do the pit stop. Now have a look at the timer, so still needs to wait for at least another minute here before the pit crew can start the work. And Patrick is close to getting past Welchie now. I think Patrick will stay out for a couple of laps. Yep. So now coming around the final turn. Over the start finish straight, and here is Welchie now. Pit crew still waiting for another 10 seconds. So Ghost here, and now let's wait when the pit crew can start. Here comes Yash, stays out, and now the pit crew is working. We have the gaps now. So we are missing 2 drivers to do their mandatory pit stop. That's Yash in P3 and Ghost in P1. Patrick in P2 needs to do another pit stop but just for tires and fuel. Welchie. That's 9 seconds. That's nearly 40 seconds behind Patrick. So it will be close, yeah. It depends how much fuel Patrick needs to put into this car. So Welchie did round about 75%, so saved him a couple of minutes, definitely. Go to the other positions. Richie's still 3.5 seconds ahead of River. He's not able to catch Richie at the moment. Both will go till the end. Roses is past EG. So Roses running in P7, and we will wait for the leader to pit. Will it be this lap or the next lap? Stay with Ghost for this. Doing another lap here at least. We have Yash also doing another lap. Patrick, the fuel is still okay, tires also looking good, so doesn't have the urge to pit. He can react to what is happening around him. Well, let's get to the other positions then. We will. So Gelf in P9, going to the end. Magnum also going to the end. In P10, Hooli in P11 should be able. Will he be able to go to the end? Under 50%. I don't know. Maybe not. Remy should get to the end with fuel and the fresh softs. Fuel is low, but not that low. So Ghost could do another lap if he wants to. But then this will be his last chance to comply with the rules. We'll see. Okay, squeezing it out to the max. Also see Yash also. So if they're not pitting this lap, then they will be, I think, disqualified from that race. So it's nothing bad should happen on that lap now. Gap between Welchie and Patrick still around about 40-41 seconds. And we will keep an eye on that timer, that clock. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. 1 minute to get back to the pits. It should work out nicely for Ghost. I think also Yes should be just fine to get around into the pits. So, final minute of the pit stop window now. Goes now pitting. Perfect execution for this stint. And Remy misses the pit entry. And oh no, oh no. This was a mistake, my friend. So unfortunately, your race will be over. You pitted too late. Put it into the chat. That's not correct. Should type correctly here. Oh no. Yash pitted with Patrick. I forgot. They pitted with Patrick. I was just confused by the gap, so all good. Forget about what I just said. So Yash is fine. He is fine. He did the pit stop, but still needs to pit for fuel and tires. So Patrick now into the pits, getting some fresh boots and some fuel to get to the end now. So Welchie coming round the final trip. Patrick refueling. How much does he refuel? 79. That's 4 liters more than Welchie. Where is Welchie? Coming down the straight, will be probably 5 seconds behind Patrick. So far under 5 seconds the gap. So the question is, can Welchie push in that final hour to get closer to Patrick? Yes, with his final pit stop as well. Staying in P3 here. Richie extended that gap to River. 8 seconds. Ghost now is refueling his car. Okay, that takes forever and ever. But he will be ahead of End Station Gaming. So Ghost coming out in P6. 9 seconds behind P5. Another 8 seconds between Richie and River. And 13 seconds between Yash and Richie. So that pit stop was shorter than I anticipated. Would have loved that it be closer between Yash and Richie, but hey, still 13 seconds, 56.5 minutes to go. Sun is coming down, approaching the evening hours here at the ring. So fatigue will be kicking in, and maybe also with the darkness settling in, who knows, maybe some mistakes can happen. So race situation after everyone completed their mandatory pit stop is Patrick 3.5 seconds in the lead. And we have to remember Patrick started in P15 after he messed up his qualifying and made his way all the way up to the front. Welchie in P2 started on pole. 3.5, that is he will definitely keep Patrick honest for this final 55 minutes of the race. Then 27 seconds to Yash in P3. Podium seems to be settled. Richie hoping for any kind of mistakes ahead of him to have a chance to get to the podium. River in P5. He was, I think, 3.4 seconds behind Richie at some point after the pit stop. Lost a little bit of time somewhere. Another 10 seconds to Ghost in P6. And another 10 seconds to EG in P7. Then Gelf and Roses, so look at that, 2 AMGs fighting for position, so we will stay with that, I guess. The MRL driver in P8, the Race Asylum driver in P9. 1 second coming down the straight into T1. The Yokohama S out of T1 uphill. Through that long left-hander, heading into the AMG arena. I'll try to hook the apex there. Cut the inside here as much as possible, or you can run wide there a little bit. Roses with a good run, gaining nearly 1.5 tenths there. Downhill they go. Still run about a second. The gap. Roses went a little deep there. Into the Goodyear hairpin they go. 1.1, 1 second. Uphill again. Approaching the Michael Schumacher S. Roses 1.1, 1.2. Made a tiny mistake there and then lost half a second again. So on the top, right-hander, Bielstein curve with the run, the fast kink, the Ed Van Ark. Now 2 seconds, so not the best lap here Roses had. He was catching Gelf though, and Gelf is already through the middle chicane. Coming round the final corner, the Hyundai N corner. On to the start, finish straight they go. So Roses with a good chicane gained a little bit of time again. Magnum, last driver in the top 10. 11 seconds the gap to Hooley in P11 and Remy in P12. Nearly 1 minute down on Hooley, but Hooley might have to do another pit stop here to get to the end. Could get closer. Race situation at the front. Patrick increased his lead again. Gap was just around about 4 seconds now. 4.4, 4.5 maybe. It is still close between those two top drivers in this series. Richie had a mistake there on lap 63. Nearly lost 3.5 seconds to River behind him. Oh, P4, not set in stone, let's say. 10 seconds still the gap between and station, and yeah, Gelf and Roses, that's the closest battle on track, so we will stay with this. See what will be developing here. 2 seconds again. This time Roses, not with that great run through the chicane. Still a good run out of the final corner though. 1.6. Roses trying to get into the slipstream again. 55.3 last time round. Nearly matching Gelf's time here. I think both now running really strong pace in this final third of this 3-hour event. The gap to end station though, 28 seconds. He's probably out of reach for those two drivers at the moment. Steady laps here, evenly matched at the moment. Jump back to the gap at the front. Okay, getting closer to the 4-second mark again. Now look at the lap time, 55.2. Well, she probably a bit faster this time around. 54.9. Yes, gained a few tenths there on Patrick, so keeping him honest, that's all well she can do. Hope for a tiny mistake, maybe 1 or 2 track limit penalties to close that gap here, or maybe also lap traffic. Never know, it's of course nothing we want to see, but it's a long race, and if you face traffic in a bad spot on the track, you can easily lose half a second to a second. So yeah, top 3 should be safe. Then Richie and River. Not the battle I was hoping for after the pit stop, where it was closer at least, but yeah, you can still see 47 minutes still left in this one. Plenty of racing. Here we go. And Gelf increasing his lead over Roses, 2.3 seconds. The gap also closing the gap to End Station Gaming here. So Gelf with a good run currently. Roses with a penalty, that's not really helping him. So Wooly pitted again. This will get him definitely to the end of this race. And 30 seconds the gap to Remy, and 44 to Magnum. So will probably be a lonely race till the end now. Oh, under 4 seconds the gap now. Maybe a tiny mistake there. See, at 0.3 down, or Welchie with a good first sector, definitely gaining a little bit of time here. Now you see the strength and the weaknesses of those two different cars, with the delta jumping up and down a few tenths every time we get an update. AMG has good traction out of the slow corners, and also probably a bit quicker on there, but not much that separates those two cars and drivers for this one, so 2 hours 15 minutes in and separated by 4 seconds the top two. Then 30 seconds to Yash in P3. The question is, can he stay alive? So he's a couple of hours ahead in India. It's quite late for him. Fingers crossed that he can finish the race. And finish the race even in a podium position. Oh, River with a mistake. A big one. Dropped down to P6 behind Ghost. Oh. So, this is, 15 seconds behind his personal best on this Delta. So, definitely now the time where it is getting a bit uncomfortable for most of the drivers. So I think stints up to 2 hours are not an issue for most of the drivers because they are competing in some of the endurance series here, but then going over those 2 hours, doing another hour, speak slowly and calm. So yeah, doing 3 hours and heading into the 3rd hour of this race. Maybe some mistakes will happen here. So, I think River's still lucky to not have damage, but lost him a position for now. Gelf is catching end station though. Gaining, don't know, 3 seconds over the last 3-4 laps. Let's have a look. 55. End station doing 56, 57. So yeah. How many laps we reckon? We will see. 25 to go, around about that. Maybe if Gelf keeps up that pace, might be able to catch end station gaming here towards the end of this race. Roses was closer to Gelf already. Now 4 seconds behind, so a couple of mistakes. We saw him running with a 0.5 second check cut penalty at some point. Can he bounce back and close the gap again to Gelf? That's the question. Status quo at the front, around about 4 seconds the gap between Welchie and Patrick. Let's have a look at tires and fuel. So Patrick made sure that he will get to the end by the looks. Put in more fuel than needed probably. Tires on this AMG are really good after the update on the in-game BOP. No issue. No issue for Yash here. Richie not getting closer to Yash. In fact, he is losing some time. 20 seconds the gap now. Ghost in P5, a solid race here. Didn't see any real issues, incidents, got lucky where we saw this crash between Galf and Ost. He was in that battle group. River on pace, he could be competing with Yash, I think, for the podium, but had a few mistakes in that race. One ended in damage, and another one on lap 68 lost him 15 seconds or so. Nearly 6 seconds the gap to go. Is this possible for the last 40 minutes of this race? Will be a tough one. And Galf not catching at that high rate anymore. It's Rose's back 1.4, so let's have a look. 158 the last time around for Galf, and go to the 155, so probably a small mistake there from the MIL driver, which gives us hopefully a good battle over the next couple of minutes here between Galf and Roses. But it also looks like the time won't be progressing any further on this track. Looks like we will be staying with the evening settings till the end. Still lovely settings, but would have been nice to get into the darkness, to be honest. But we will get that when we will be driving the full 24-hour layout at some point during this series. So now Roses 0.7 behind, closing that gap really fast. Again, struggling through Bielstein curve a little bit, lost 3/10. Missed the entry of that chicane. Had a solid run out of the chicane though. 1 second. Can he keep up that pace? Can he keep with Galf now? Having the slipstream. Yeah, should be gaining. Down the straight. Gained the 10th until they hit the braking zone. A little bit of a loose rear, but under control. Looks tires are looking good. The same goes for Galf here. Not much between those two drivers. Also fuel. Oh, sideways again for Roses. Coming out of the AMG arena, and blue flags. The leader is approaching. So what's the gap? It's like, yeah, being lapped now by the leader. Let's keep an eye on Patrick. 3.5 seconds. So this is now what I mentioned. So two cars fighting for position. He could get very unlucky there for the faster car. So this worked out nicely for Patrick though. Roses not making it hard for Patrick to get past. Let's see if Roses can use Patrick and get closer to Galf again. Roses with a good chicane there. That should help him. Welchie lost half a second. Here, and Roses is able to stay with Patrick down the straight. And at some point Galf needs to respect the blue flags. And this could be the opportunity for Roses. Here as well. It's interesting for the leader, Patrick, if and when how much time he loses behind Galf, and also if Roses can benefit from staying with Patrick now. So I think Galf has good pace. Not really holding up Patrick at the moment. And Roses about to lose the slipstream here. So far this works very nicely for the leader. Here increasing his lead over Welchie a little bit, maybe also having a toe now. .2, yeah, Welchie not close still. He needs to get past the other two cars here. Oh, this was a big moment here. Let's see if we can catch this again. I'm not sure what happened here. Patrick was approaching Galf. Galf had a wiggle through that chicane. Whoa! That was close. So now it's Welchie's turn. Past end. But this also means Roses got past Galf. Now, let's have a look if we can get a longer replay out of that situation. So far, everything under control. Good run. But now, let's wait and see what happens through the chicane. Okay, the car sells a little bit onto the grass, then loses a little bit of traction, and here comes Roses. It's very close now, and has the run, and then they're going side by side. And I think now the replay will end at some point. See when it ends. Will we catch it? Rose is hanging it around the outside. What a move! Oh, glad we caught that on the replay. Woohoo! Nice move there. Oh, I think Galf lost a little bit here. This mojo with 3.3 seconds now, but on 30 minutes to go. Head down. It's not over. Well, she's still keeping Patrick honest there in P1, around about 4 seconds the gap, so not much separating those two drivers, but also Welchie not able to get closer to Patrick. P3 for Yash, no issues by the looks. Same goes for Richie, 13 seconds to Ghost. Ghost 3 seconds ahead of River. River closed that gap. It was 6 seconds at one point. So River back into the groove by the looks. And Station Gaming in P7, 20 seconds ahead of Roses. Now Roses' tires in a better shape. It's 30 minutes, 20 seconds. A big ask, in my opinion. Then Galf, 3 seconds behind Roses. Oh, another penalty. So maybe lost focus there a little bit. And then we have the bigger gaps at the back of this grid with Magnum in P10, 1 minute behind P9 and 34 minutes ahead of Uri in P11, who is running a lonely race. The same goes then for Remy, 44 seconds behind P11. So, but usually, as I say, in those endurance races, shout out and hats off to everyone competing in those long endurance races. A 3-hour race is definitely not something you do every day. So it's a big achievement for everyone that completes this event in the first place. And yeah, nice to see still a kind of close race for the win here. 3.5 seconds now between Patrick and Welchi. Welchi finding another gear now for this final 30 minutes. Definitely has quite a good lap here currently. But then out of the Goodyear hairpin, that AMG is so strong, gaining 2 to 3 tenths every time. Then also keeping the pace through the Michael Schumacher S. Here you see that Rose is so close to Welchi there. I don't know, is Rose is going for a bump? No, he's not close enough. So, definitely Rose is showing some serious pace now, keeping up with the leaders. We saw him staying with Patrick for a couple of laps and now staying with Welchi as well. The gap back to 4 seconds for this one. So probably a bit of an awkward situation. Maybe Rose is also feeling that he can go a little bit quicker, but then again, getting ahead and not being that much quicker will need to let the faster driver pass, because Roses is a lap down. So it's probably safer to just stay behind for now. Let's have a look at Rose's gap to Gav, 3.6 seconds, so it is still okay. Nothing to be afraid of at the moment. And also Welchi is having an interest to close the gap to Patrick instead of slowing Roses down. As you can see, Welchi is also a driver for MRL, same team as Gulf is running, so you could maybe think of Welchi doing a Perez there and helping his teammate, but I think Welchi was still hoping to get the victory here. 4 seconds is still possible, so yeah, that's his main interest here, to go as fast as possible around here. Have a look at the gap between Ghost and River, 2 seconds now. Alright, so that gap is coming down. Let's see, lap times here, Ghost all 56s with a 56.1, and River lapping some 55s here, so couple of tenths quicker per lap here. EG in P7, 157. No, that's 16 seconds the gap to Roses. Hey, Roses definitely yeah, sure put it, he's making the best of running close with the leaders there to put in some good lap times. I think now with that little mistake he might just have dropped out of the slipstream. Still seems to be gaining on EG here. No. Yeah. That gap is 4 seconds. No. Just seems to be the case here. Very, very evenly matched, those two drivers throughout this entire race so far. See cars gaining and losing throughout the lap on different sectors, but gap stays around those 4 seconds. Yeah, we see River now under 2 seconds, so this might develop into a battle for P5. So, River now nearly into the slipstream range. I think now he should get it. We see out of the Goodyear hairpin how strong that AMG is, and it will be around about a second, I guess. Yeah, here we go. Ghost. Oh, there's lap traffic. Magnon getting out of the way. Nice and early. No drama. And River now 0.6 with the run, with the slipstream. Let's see if you get a good perspective there, yeah. That's okay. Not close enough to go for a move into the mid-old chicane, but with a good run out of the chicane, you might see a move into turn 1. See a nice final turn here for River. Ghost trying to break the toe, defending the inside line. River is approaching, not close enough though. Into the AMG arena they go. Ghost unable to get the car turned and get the tires onto that inside curb for that section. But understeer is real by the looks. Next opportunity for River. Late move, no. Goes defending. Not hitting the apex. Now River. Oh, misshift there. He had to back out probably to not run into Beck's rear end. Ghost's rear end. But gaining again here through this part. Now this is where the Supra has the advantage out of the Bielstein curve. A little slide here for River. I don't think that defensive move was necessary for Ghost. That Supra is strong enough to keep that position. Again, we see different lines through the final turn, and again, Ghost defending the inside line early, making it hard for River to go for a move, leaving that inside open, but hitting that apex very, very nicely now. Again, let's see if Ghost can hook up that inside corner this time a little bit better. Still leaving a gap there, but better line definitely. Also should help him for the exit. Whoa, look at that run, River. Now, really, really close at Ghost. Putting on one of his best defensive performances by the looks. Nice battle between those two drivers. Heading down into the Goodyear hairpin. Again, Ghost defending. River with the dive, looking around the outside, not happening. But this is an awesome battle here. Final 17 minutes here of this 3-hour race, and you see that AMG so good on the brakes here as well. Give it a run. This time Ghost needs to defend the inside line. Oh. Covering the inside for the chicane. Maybe compromising his line through the chicane. Going a little bit slow. Making it hard for River. Will we see the same move again, covering the inside line? Here we go. 0.3, the sec gap, 0.2 coming down. Again. This time, River taking a different approach here. Looking for a cutback. After T1, not happening. Also again, Ghost not able to get close to that inside curb. Now compromised line through the exit of that chicane, still staying ahead for now. Making it very difficult for River to go for that move. And again, downhill they go into the hairpin. Oh, lucky there, a bit too early on the throttle. Also, big lift through the Michael Schumacher. Still, River is closer now. He will gain into the braking zone again, probably the 10th. So yeah. Nice run. So, great battle here between those two drivers. A big wiggle there for Ghost. This will lose him some speed, some momentum. The opportunity for River now taking the inside line, being very close now. Oh, again sliding through that final turn. The 3/10 won't be enough. I think it won't be enough. Ghost will stay ahead. Another lap. So where is the opportunity for River? River is clearly faster, but also not able to go for a clean move at some point. Again, with Ghost having trouble with that section there to not drive the ideal line through this part. But it helps him, like slowing down River as much as possible. Have a look. Well, she caught up to Patrick under 2 seconds the gap. Okay, so we also might be getting a battle for the lead. 2 seconds, 13 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Oh, is Patrick feeling the pressure? See tires looking okay. Go to this battle back again. Oh, River now lost it and has damage. Oh no, he was so close behind Ghost for this one. Let's have a look. Had a run through the Michael Schumacher, has closed that gap, had a nice run, and then I think he lost it on the exit. Maybe too early on the throttle. Let's see. Yeah, on that curb, and then loses it. Oh, such a shame. It was such a nice battle. But let's go to the front, I guess. Welchie, 1.6 seconds, just behind Patrick. Watch Patrick's chicane. Oh, bit of a slide. Oh, also Welchie pushing it to the limit there. Lost 2/10 in that corner. Oh, he wanted that slipstream so badly, I guess. Was really trying to go for a really all or nothing chicane approach. Still under 2 seconds to gap, under 12 minutes to go. That's 6 to 7 laps. 7 laps probably with this one. Couldn't have asked for any better finish to this one, right? 2 hours, 48 minutes into this one. And the top two are separated by 2 seconds. Here. Let's have a look at the track map. There is a little bit of traffic ahead. So again, a good run for Patrick. Out of the hairpin. Who is this car ahead? I hope they get the blue flags early. Could be End Station Gaming. Looked like a Porsche. See? Yeah, it is End Station Gaming indeed. He's nursing his tires to get to the end. 10 minutes to go. Gap again under 2 seconds. A good chicane for Welchie. Needs to gain half a second to get into the slipstream. Is this possible? If he gets the slipstream, then we might have a real battle for the last couple of laps. So this is crucial now for Patrick to stay in front and for Welchi to get a little bit closer again. Amazing battle there. 1.6. Oh, look at that. Oh, and Patrick has a penalty, 0.5. We will have a battle, ladies and gentlemen, for the lead. So Patrick will lose about 1 second when he serves that penalty. Welchi will be right behind him for those final laps. It's game on. Let's go. Can Patrick defend? Probably will just stay ahead before they approach the chicane. 1.7 now. Oh, had a good run here through sector. Now you see the yellow overlay. Patrick will serve the penalty right now after the Bildstein curve. Runs a little bit wide there on the exit. Now serves the penalty. Welchi with the run. Let's see the gap inside the slipstream. 0.5 probably when they approach. 0.4 maybe. Into the chicane they go. Yeah, 0.5 it is. So, from a spectator's point of view, this is what we want, right? Wheel-to-wheel battle for the victory after 2 hours, 51 minutes and 40 seconds of racing. So, just over 8 minutes left on this one. Looks like 5 laps. And see Patrick defending inside, Welchi looking around the outside, going side by side. Patrick going very defensive. This one, oh, Welchi needs to keep that car straight. That MR is turning a bit too much, probably also on one tires. That's not the best view. Let's see if this is a bit better. Maybe this one, yeah. This should do. For the uphill section, this will help Welchi to stay with Patrick. 0.5, and now I think the next 2 corners will be in Welchi's favor. And Patrick with a little wiggle there. 0.3, but now the AMG now showing his legs. Patrick will stay ahead, heading into the chicane. Welchi sideways for the entry, lost 1/10 probably there. Let's see the run out of the final turn. A good one for Patrick. 0.6, Welchi is close, but not close enough. Let's get back on board. And now we see lapped traffic just ahead. I think we will go on the TV camera, so End Station Gaming now. What's the decision? Now End Station Gaming indicating probably early to get out of that battle. Still ahead, so where's a good opportunity? Still driving in front, so with that uphill section now that Schumacher is it's just running into the gravel. Okay, that's one way to do the blue flags. Not the one, that station exactly intended to do. We'll see where he's here. So 5 seconds to gap to Gelf. Lost definitely a little bit of time, so back to the lead battle. Welchie low on fuel. Patrick still has a bit of fuel to defend, attack, or whatever. But Welchie now with a run, 0.4. It is getting close now. One tiny mistake into the chicane, or getting a track limit penalty. And oh, that was close. Welchie with a perfect run to the chicane. Nearly lost it though, but now has the toe, has the slip. 0.3, Patrick not really defending the inside line, now defending the inside line. Run out of G1 should be in favor for Patrick, but now this section should be Renault territory, those twisty parts. And yeah, now it's real nose to bumper racing. 0.3, 0.4, the gap between the top two drivers here for this one. Let's watch Patrick keeping it tight here through this one, having a good run. 0.5, heading down into the chicane. 3.5 minutes to go. A bit deep for Patrick. Oh, this is the opportunity for Welchie, but I just made it work. Could stop that car, avoid it to run into the gravel. And Welchie with a mistake. Will this be a penalty? He ran a little bit deep there. Dirt on his tires. He got lucky. No penalty. But oh, those rears are starting to fade, and now probably too much heat on those tires. That was aggressive, maybe a little bit too much pushing from Welchie there, but I mean, it's the final 3 minutes of the race. What else to do? Yeah. The tires definitely wore on those rears. Welchie struggling to keep the traction down. 2 seconds the gap now for Patrick should be enough. So let's have a look at the other gaps. Yashin P3, no issues. Richie also P4, it goes P5, nothing to fear. River P6 and Station P7. Here is Gelf and Roses 8 and 9. So Gelf and Roses swap positions, and 2 seconds just behind and Station Gaming and Magnum in P10 here, rounding up the top 10. So penultimate lap of this race. Welchie gained another 2/10 through this part here. Oof. I think now tires have cooled down again, so Welchie can start to attack. 1.5 needs to find another 2 to 3 tenths to get into the slipstream. He is close, he's close. 1.4. I think fuel is fine, not an issue. One more lap. Oh, again, struggling through that. Michael Schumacher is there in that Renault RS01. Lost another 2 tenths here. So penultimate time through Bildstein curve. Down the Ed Van Ark and up they go, heading into the Vidal chicane. 1.7 seconds the gap through the chicane. Welchie flying through that chicane, hitting that bollard and cutting too much of it. Too aggressive. So probably that's now was his last chance. Yeah, and Patrick will get the victory by the looks. We have 20 seconds to go, final lap of this race, and Welchie with a 0.5 second penalty. So this means Yash will be the first one to cross the line in P3, securing that podium position. Don't lose it on the final meters here, my friend. So Yash in P3 in the Porsche 911. Richie fourth, Ghost, River, but we will stay with Patrick and Welchie. So 1.5 seconds. Patrick just needs to keep it clean. Now. We should see Richie now crossing the line any second. Have a look. Patrick, no penalty through this section. Welchie with that 0.5, so Welchie will serve that penalty. Very soon, Richie crossed the line in P4. Patrick, no penalty. Gap down to 1.2, but now Welchie serves the penalty. Will go up to 2 seconds probably by the end of the straight. Ghost finishes P5, and Patrick 2 seconds the gap. One more time through the Vedol chicane. He goes. What a race. Last to first challenge in this 3-hour race completed. One more time through the final turn. He comes and crosses the line. What a race between Patrick and Welchie. Well done, guys. So Ghost finished P5, River in P6, End Station crosses the line in P7, Gelf in P8, and Roses in P9 after a great battle with Gelf. There and closing the gap to End Station. Magnum in the top 10, Hooli P11, and Remy in P12. Ost retired his car on lap 38, and we had 2 disconnects from the race with Yupe and Vanessa. All right, so let's go to the party chat and hear from the drivers if they are still awake. No, that's the wrong party. I want to do this one here.
What a race. Oh my god.
Oh, this was an amazing final lap between Patrick and Welchie. I was.
Let me guess, Jäger, you were sure that I will lose it because I was so nervous.
You were nervous. I was like, yes. I was staying with another battle.
Okay.
There, and then I was jumping to you. I was like, what? Well, she caught up under 2 seconds now, and and so.
I had
but then
wait 2 attacks, and then I made it.
And well, she pushed like crazy, but then lost it twice through the chicane, and one time he got a penalty. So that
was an amazing race.
I mean, last to first, as I said on the stream.
Yes.
Well done, Patrick.
Thank you.
Well done.
It was the best race, most enjoyable race I ever did, I think, in this game. This was nice.
For 3 hours, yeah.
I mean, Welchie and me, we didn't do any mistakes actually. Maybe some, I had a
tiny ones, but
no, not really. Always on the limit.
Yeah,
like 54.
Look at the fastest lap of the race. I mean, it's
yes, it was 54.6, and I did a 54.6.
6.27.
Yeah, something like that. Amazing.
Was, 3 hours in and separated by, let's say 1. Yeah, but without that penalty, it would have been a run to the line.
Exactly.
Probably, so. Great one, So.
Okay, guys, I will actually shut down.
Congrats.
We'll watch.
You will shut down. You can leave your PlayStation on, but you will shut down.
Shut your power down.
Shut the power down,
Yeah. See you guys. Have a nice
Ciao.
So
congrats again.
The Jaeger curse definitely hit today.
But were you on board with River, Jaeger?
I was like praising River and something. He had such an amazing first stint, and then he made his mistake and got damaged. And then I also caught when he had that incident chasing you. Unlucky, so twice I cursed him probably. So sorry for that.
Evening.
Hey Richie.
Evening.
There he is! Finally, I can have my drink.
So one thing, quite curious. How was the situation when Gelf spun out of the Michael Schumacher S, and you were like 4 cars like really close, like Ghost, Endstation, Richie, and Ost, and Ost caught then Gelf at some point, but you got lucky probably
me,
to not hit him.
It was scary.
Yeah, could imagine.
It was a tough one.
River, thanks for pulling me round at the end, mate. I was falling asleep. I was knackered. Oh, God, let me just chase someone. I was like, come on.
Come on, I see a car.
There's a car there. But that battle you were having, that looked quite good. But obviously it didn't go your way in the end. But
River, I just mentioned you got Jaegered today. Sorry for that.
oh, it's always the worst thing.
But what happened when you were on the back of me, on that left-hander?
Snap. Boom. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks God.
Yeah.
No more God for anything.
You did it, but
the
also
survived.
the laps will be longer than. But
Yeah, but less laps.
less laps, okay.
Yeah, you didn't go as many laps.
I mean, 92 for the leaders or so today.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
Good one, yeah. So, alright, stream. Thank you for watching, and see you for the next
See you
one.
go to bed.
Bye.
Go to bed, stream.